Don't mind my hair. We went to yoga today and it just kind of, and it was raining, so it just kind of got frizzy. But I wanted to come on here to talk about facing your fears. I have been going through some things in my own personal life where I have been face to face with the decision to face my fears. I am in a season where God is calling me to face my fears, to not be scared of my fears. So, back in December of 2023, I had an anxiety attack that landed me in the hospital. And it's been very difficult recovering from that. But that was God telling me that I need to take better care of myself and I need to take a really good look at my life. So, in January of 2024, right now, I decided that I was going to change my life. I was going to take care of myself better and really get to the bottom of what's going on with me and just face myself. Because that's another thing. Sometimes we are super scared to even face ourselves, even see ourselves in the mirror, or even face our own truth. Sometimes we get really, really scared to even do that. And so that's what I've been doing this month, facing myself, facing my truths. And so I want to encourage you to face your fears. I know some fears are debilitating and can leave you feeling so frozen and so stuck. I personally deal with this, and even with the anxiety that I feel when the anxiety is trying to overcome me. But if there's anything that I've learned from this entire experience, is that I am strong. I found my strength, and I'm finding my strength right now through the experience I had, and had I not experienced that, I would have never have seen just how strong I could be. So I started doing things differently. I said, you know what? I'm not on a routine. I'm staying up all crazy nights of the hour. Let me get on a routine. Let me get a gym membership. Let me really get myself out of this rut because I found myself in a really dark space. So I've been working out. I've been trying to eat well, learn more about anxiety and where it stems from within my own self, my childhood. It's been really deep work. So when you choose this path where you are becoming more fearless, I want you to know that this is going to require deep work. It's not going to be easy. It's not meant to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everyone would be facing their fears and they would be fearless and they would become who they're meant to become. But a lot of people let their fears stop them from becoming who they are to become and who they are capable of becoming. I told myself, and I talked to God, and I said, "This is not. I really don't want to look up and see that I didn't accomplish all the things. That's my worst fear. Taking time out, years and years and years, not embracing all of my potential and just kind of like procrastinating. That's one of my worst fears. So that's a good fear. Sometimes fears can be good. That's a good fear because that'll keep me right in the place that I need to be in. So it's the fears that hold you back from unleashing your greatness that are bad. It's the fears that hold you back from living your life that is bad. And so now I'm in a season where I'm waking up to my potential. I'm being enlightened to my potential, and I'm seeing how this could really help other people get unstuck out of their fear, out of their anxieties, out of their worst, deepest, darkest fears. It can be so debilitating. It can be so, like, you can literally just freeze up and feel like you're stuck. And I felt like that for months, that I was just stuck. And I didn't understand what was going on because it was such a season that was so confusing to me that I just did not have any clarity. And looking back at it, it is stuff that I've had to work through. Um, Confidence, self image, those are some things that I've had to work through. But God is working with you. God is here for you to have guidance and to not have to do this all on your own. And there are people that you can connect with. I want you to know, like, there's so many resources out there. See, the thing is, we limit ourselves as human beings. I know that I do this a lot. I limit myself, and I'm like, there's so many resources out there for me to get what I want. But am I choosing to, number one, see them? And number two, am I choosing to act on them? If I'm not acting on them, what is making me not act on them? Is it fear? Is it lack of confidence? And so, what I'm learning is fear is always going to be there. Fear is a part of life. But are we going to let it hold us back? Are we going to be bigger than our fears, or are we not going to be bigger than our fears? Are we going to let our fears stop us from becoming who we know that we can become? Because everyone deep down inside know who they're meant to be and who they can become. We just let life do a number on us, and we don't overcome those circumstances in seasons that are meant to be temporary. We make them long, long seasons. And it's things that you have to really work through and show up every single day and do something that scares the heck out of you. I saw this TikTok. I saw two TikToks. I saw this TikTok of this girl talking about how she sets out to put herself in situations where she will get rejected. And so with that, it's about showing up and gaining the confidence even though you're getting rejected. Over time, the rejection won't seem so scary. Over time, being bold won't seem so scary. I saw another TikTok of this guy who said, write down all the scariest things you can ever think of in your life. Write them all down, no matter how scary, no matter how much anxiety you might have. Just write them down and take it one step at a time, because that's what I've had to do. I've literally had to take it one day at a time. I've learned to be more present in today and not worry about tomorrow or yesterday because of my anxiety. It had to get that bad, unfortunately, for me to realize that. So I have been um, really taking, um, really putting myself in a position to embody the present moment. And I have been taking it one step at a time. And when things get overwhelming, I take it one step at a time. So take it one step at a time. So even if it just takes you writing down all the scariest things that you have, just take a journal. I have a journal. This is a regular composition notebook, right? And I started this journal in December. Was it after my anxiety attack? After my anxiety attack. And it's pretty much almost filled because I have been writing in here like crazy. Take a journal. You're going to need a journal, okay? Start writing down your feelings. Start writing down all your stuff to face your fears so you can get real with your truths. This is what's been making me face myself and be real with myself. So, write down all of your fears, all the fears that scare you, and set out a goal to do them in 2024. Just knock them out. And if you can't knock them all out, just consistently work towards knocking them out. Just consistently work towards knocking them out. There are some things that scare me so bad that, and you know what? What I'm understanding and what God is really showing me and telling me is that I'm not in this alone. There's no reason for me to be scared. I can always trust and know that I'll get back up and that everything is going to be okay. And that I don't have to run away from my fears. I can actually face myself dead on, and I don't have to worry about my fears. I don't have to run away from my fears. And for so long, I was running away from my fears. For so long. For so long, I was thinking that my fears were bad. But now I'm realizing that my fears are a part of my life. My fears are a part of life. It's up to me. We have the choice. It's up to me to be able to face them and know that they are not scary. Because really, what fear is just your body trying to protect you. And you can love yourself for that. Like, thank you, body. Thank you, body, for trying to protect me. But it's time for me to grow now. And it's time for me not to be so scared anymore. And so I've had to like gentle parent myself and tell me myself that things are going to be okay, and that I can face my fears and not run away from them. And so I encourage you to face your fears. I encourage you to do all the things that you're scared of, because what you're scared of is going to catapult you into so much success. It's going to catapult you into the happiest life. Don't sit there and be stuck in a life that you're unhappy with and settle with that life because you're fearful of actually receiving your greatness. You're fearful of actually receiving your own happiness. Don't sit there. Start embodying a reality where greatness exists in your life and that happiness exists. And that's what I've been doing. Realizing that there is realities that we can channel and change the channel on. I don't want to stay in a reality where I'm scared all the time and I just stay in these four walls and I don't go nowhere. I want to change the channel to a reality where I feel like I am living out my heart's desire and my own happiness and my dreams, and I feel alive, right? I want to feel alive. I don't want to feel like I'm living life on someone else's terms, on other people's opinions, because I held myself back, which is really not me. That's my lower self. It's me, but it's my lower self. I don't want my lower self to prosper. I don't want my lower self to keep me stuck, because that's not a life that I want. I don't want a life where I'm unhappy. I don't want a life where I am restricted. I don't want that. So I have to tell myself these things, and hopefully you talk to yourself this way so that you can get real with yourself. Sometimes you got to get real with yourself and say, hey, we're not going to do this today. We're going to really take our time today, and we are going to do something that scares us so bad. And then after you're done with it, you're like, wow, that actually was fun, or that actually wasn't so bad. So I really hope that this message encouraged you to face your fears. I know these lives are really short, but I just really wanted to hop on here to tell you and encourage you to face your fears. You have greatness inside of you that is waiting for you to unleash it. Stop holding yourself back. You totally got this. I promise you. I've been through some very, very tough and dark circumstances, and I have made it out by the grace of God and by the confidence that and the strength that I'm starting to see within myself. It is totally possible. Get yourself a journal. I will be releasing a journal soon, which I am so freaking excited about because of my anxiety attack. I was going through intense changes, dealing with the grief of my mother, and really just fathoming a reality without her, even 4 or 5 years later. I've realized that when you're going through transformation, it can be very intense. So this journal right here actually is a journal that's really been helping me get through the transformation, the growing pains, the anxiety, the fear. And so I took what I learned in here, all of my writings and all of my channeling and all of my little exercises that I felt like my mind needed, and I put it in a journal that's gonna be on Amazon, and I think I'm gonna put it on Etsy. But I put it in a journal. The journal has 20 guided prompts to help you and guide your mind to newer insights and perspectives for yourself. It has a lot of journaling space and reflection so that you can really journal your thoughts. It has creative, free space for you to draw, doodle, whatever type of art you feel connected to that's in correlation to your journaling. It also has affirmations for change in there as well. So that's going to be on Amazon soon. Um, just give it like a week or so, and I'll kind of update you guys on it. But that's gonna be on Amazon really really soon, and I'm excited for it. If you are going through growing changes, growing pains, if you've just had a major life event and it just seems so overwhelming, if you're looking to break unhealthy patterns, upgrade this version of you, or upgrade your lifestyle, this journal will be perfect for you. I hope that I was able to encourage you. I love you guys so much. And do not forget to face your fears today, not tomorrow. Don't think about yesterday. Don't wait till tomorrow. Seize the moment now. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.